What I'm about to show you will shock you. The fruit sitting in your kitchen right now could be the reason you're getting up 4 times a night to pee. I'm Dr. Blake Morgan, and in 30 years of treating prostate problems, I've discovered that 5 seemingly healthy fruits are secretly destroying men's prostates. The worst part? 3 of these are recommended by most doctors. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which fruits are enlarging your prostate right now, and the simple swaps that could have you sleeping through the night again. But first, let me ask you something. How many times did you get up to pee last night? If it's more than once, keep watching because what you're eating for breakfast might be the culprit. Here's what's going to happen in the next few minutes. I'm going to reveal 5 fruits that are probably in your house right now, and I guarantee at least 3 of them will surprise you. But before we dive in, comment below right now. What fruit do you eat most often? I'll tell you in the comments if it's safe or dangerous for your prostate. And hit that subscribe button because what I'm sharing today goes against everything you've been told about healthy eating. You probably ate this fruit this morning. It's yellow, it's convenient, and nutritionists love it. But this fruit contains a compound that's like injecting inflammation directly into your prostate. I'm talking about bananas. Now, before you click away thinking this is crazy, let me show you exactly what happens inside your body when you eat one. Inside every banana is something called tyramine. Your prostate sees tyramine as a threat and immediately starts swelling to protect itself. It's like your prostate is putting on armor, but that armor is squeezing your urethra shut. Last month, I had a 67-year-old patient named Frank who was eating 2 bananas every single morning. Frank couldn't sleep through the night, his stream was weak, and he was miserable. When I told him to stop eating bananas, he laughed at me. "Doc, bananas are healthy." 3 weeks later, Frank called me shocked. He'd slept through the night for 5 straight days, all from stopping his morning banana habit. But here's the kicker, and this is why you need to keep watching. Bananas aren't even the worst fruit on this list. The fruit coming up next is hiding in 90% of American refrigerators right now. The evening snack that's killing your sleep. Fruit 2, this next fruit is probably sitting in a bowl on your counter right now. It looks innocent. It's recommended for heart health, but it's absolutely destroying your prostate while you sleep. I'm talking about grapes. Yes, grapes. Here's what nobody tells you about grapes. They're sugar bombs wrapped in healthy marketing. When you eat grapes, especially in the evening, you're flooding your prostate with inflammatory sugar right when your body should be healing. But it gets worse. Grapes contain something called oxalates. Think of them as microscopic glass shards that irritate your prostate lining. Every grape you eat deposits more of these irritants around your prostate. I had a patient, Marcus, who ate a bowl of grapes every night watching TV. He was getting up 6 times a night. 6 times. When we eliminated his evening grapes, he went from 6 times to once per night in just 2 weeks. Now you might be thinking, Dr. Morgan, if grapes are bad, what about raisins? Hold that thought because the fruit I'm about to reveal next will blow your mind. It's marketed as the ultimate health food, but it's actually one of the most dangerous things you can put in your body if you're over 60. The health drink that's sabotaging your prostate, Fruit 3, this fruit is squeezed into a glass and sold as liquid health. Millions of men drink it every morning thinking they're starting their day right. But this fruit juice is like pouring acid directly onto your prostate. Orange juice. And yes, whole oranges are just as bad. The citric acid in oranges creates an inflammatory fire in your prostate that burns 24/7. Every sip of orange juice is like throwing gasoline on that fire. But here's what's really disturbing. Most men drink orange juice because they think they need vitamin C. But you can get more vitamin C from a handful of strawberries without any of the prostate-damaging acid. Harold, one of my patients, was drinking 16 ounces of fresh orange juice every morning. He was proud of it, no sugar added, freshly squeezed. But Harold couldn't enjoy a movie without getting up 3 times to pee. When Harold stopped his morning orange juice routine, his urgency disappeared in days. Not weeks, days. But wait, there's something I need to warn you about. The next fruit on this list is often recommended by doctors for inflammation, but it contains an enzyme that can actually make your prostate swell up like a balloon. The tropical enzyme bomb, fruit for this fruit is tropical. It's supposed to be anti-inflammatory, and it's probably in your smoothie right now. But it contains an enzyme that attacks your prostate tissue directly. Pineapple. Specifically, the enzyme bromelain. Here's what happens when you eat pineapple regularly. Bromelain starts breaking down the protective proteins in your prostate. It's like having tiny Pac-Men eating away at your prostate's defenses. The health industry loves to talk about bromelain's benefits, but they never mention what happens when you get too much of it. Your prostate becomes inflamed, swollen, and painful. Vincent was blending pineapple into his daily smoothie for months. He thought he was being incredibly healthy. But Vincent's prostate was so swollen he couldn't empty his bladder completely. 2 weeks after removing pineapple from his diet, Vincent's symptoms improved dramatically. The swelling went down, his stream got stronger, and he felt human again. Now you're probably wondering about all the other fruits out there. Which ones are safe? Which ones are dangerous? But first, I need to warn you about the category of fruit that's probably the most dangerous of all. The concentrated danger hiding in your pantry. Fruit 5. This isn't technically one fruit. It's all fruits when they're processed in a particular way. And if you have these in your house, you need to throw them out immediately. Dried fruits. Raisins, dried cranberries, dried apricots, all of them. When fruit gets dried, all the water disappears, but all the sugar gets concentrated into a tiny package. You end up eating 10 times more sugar than you would from fresh fruit. But here's the real problem. That concentrated sugar feeds bacteria in your gut that produce toxins. These toxins travel through your bloodstream and head straight for your prostate, causing massive inflammation. Thomas was eating dried cranberries every day because he read they were good for prostate health. But Thomas was consuming 50 grams of concentrated sugar daily, plus chemical preservatives. His prostate was getting bigger, not smaller. When Thomas switched to fresh berries, his prostate started shrinking within weeks. The man couldn't believe how much better he felt. Look, I know this information goes against everything you've been told about healthy eating. But here's the truth that the fruit industry doesn't want you to know. Your prostate at 65 isn't the same as your prostate at 35. Foods that were fine when you were younger can become inflammatory triggers as you age. Bananas, grapes, oranges, pineapple, and dried fruits might be healthy for a 30-year-old, but they're prostate destroyers for men over 60. Every single one of these fruits contributes to chronic inflammation, poor blood flow, and hormonal imbalances that keep your prostate swollen and symptomatic. When you eliminate them, you're not just reducing inflammation, you're giving your prostate permission to heal. This isn't about perfect nutrition. This is about sleeping through the night again. This is about not panicking when you can't find a bathroom. This is about feeling confident in your own body again. Your prostate problems aren't permanent. Your age isn't the enemy. The enemy is inflammation, and inflammation comes from the foods you eat every single day. When you stop feeding the inflammation and start eating foods that actually support prostate health, your body will start healing faster than you ever thought possible. Now I know what you're thinking. Dr. Morgan, if I can't eat these fruits, what can I eat? That's exactly what I cover in my next video. 5 prostate-shrinking foods that work like medicine. I reveal the exact foods that can actually reverse prostate enlargement and have you sleeping through the night again. But here's the thing, that video is specifically for men who are serious about fixing their prostate problems. If you're ready to take action, click that video right now. If you're still skeptical, watch it anyway because the first food I reveal will shock you. Comment below which of these 5 fruits surprised you most, and which one are you going to eliminate first? Subscribe, hit the bell, and remember, your prostate problems are fixable. You just need the right information. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.